you know, just last week I was watching, it was on the day, I think it's the 113th day of the year, which symbolizes when, you know, women have to wait until that day of the year to earn the same amount as a man earned in the previous year. And the Senate tried to pass a bill to protect women and ensure that they have the right to fight for that equal pay. And we were defeated by 3 votes in the Senate from cloture. We were 3 votes away from that. And that's why we need to have more Democratic senators in that Senate. You know, think about, you know, children's health care. You know, last year we had tried to override the president's veto of children's health care, and we fell 18 votes short in the House on that. You know, that's why we need to have more Democrats in the House. You know, if we have a larger majority, when we have the next president of this country as a Democrat, we're going to be able to enact a bold progressive agenda. And that's what we need, and that's what we're fighting for at 21st Century Democrats. So I want to let you know what we do in order to elect people to Congress. You know, our strategy is built fundamentally on 3 things. We go out and we train young campaign staff in field organizing. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing for 20 years. It's what we're best at. We go out, we take our excellent political staff, who I'll try to introduce later, but what we do is we write comprehensive grassroots field programs for campaigns. We work with them on a one-on-one basis to write those field plans. And then we place these field organizers that we train on the ground to go out and to talk to real voters and to win elections. And what we're doing this year is we're placing them in competitive races around the country and in battleground states to help sure that we elect Democrats up and down the ticket from, you know, the lowest level, from state Senate races all the way up to the presidential level. You know, I want to close on this part of what I'm sharing with you with, you know, my thoughts about how hard it can be sometimes to work in politics. You know, things are slow to change, and it can be really difficult. But the abolitionist Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. You can't have progress without the struggle. And that's why we need to keep working even harder. Because if we don't, change will never come. That's what this is about. And that's why you can count on me and 21st Century Democrats across the country to organize the grassroots and turn out the vote in 2008. Together, we can create a progressive future in America. Now, tonight we are launching our new program, 21st Century Democrats Leaders in Action. And this program will provide support and recognition to progressive leaders who implement bold policies to help achieve our vision of America that I just outlined. And the program is a network of progressive leaders across the country who share ideas and encourage collaboration, both on the local, state, and national level, across all regions of the country, and among a diverse set of constituencies. And the inaugural members of the 21st Century Leaders in Action program are honored here tonight. Ohio Secretary of State Jennifer Brunner is here. Minnesota Congressman Keith Ellison, who I'm not sure if he's arrived yet. The Maryland State Senator Jamie Raskin, who's here. I believe he'll be coming up in a moment. And Arizona State Representative Kirsten Sinema. Now, unfortunately, there was a vote in the legislature in Arizona this morning on a very important bill. It's high on her legislative agenda, and she was not able to make it here tonight with us, but we're still honoring her this evening. These Leaders in Action are the first in a network of progressive leaders from around the country. Now, before we honor these leaders, I want to first honor one of our founders, Senator Tom Harkin. Now, Senator Harkin, unfortunately, as you know, he's chairman of the Agriculture Committee, and he is a little busy tonight with the Farm Bill. So he is not able to be here, but we do have his Chief of Staff, Brian Alberg, is just going to say a few words. But I want to say a couple of things about Senator Harkin. You know, as one of the founders of our organization, you know, he was currently, you know, he was elected to Congress in 1974, was elected to the Senate in 1984. He should, without any problems, be re-elected this year to his 5th term in the Senate. You know, he's perhaps the best known, among other things, for being the chief sponsor of the Americans with Disabilities Act, one of the the biggest civil rights laws passed in the last 20 years. I think that rather than go on that much about Senator Harkin in his absence here, you know, I do want to recognize his leadership in creating our organization 20 years ago to build a progressive majority. And we are proud to present the Founders Award tonight to Senator Harkin. So I'm going to present this to Brian Alberg and let him pick up from here. Thank you so much, Brian, for being here.
Thanks very much.